Hello, and welcome back to Luxuries Outdated. Yes, I've got a new noise at the start, and I'm going to probably change it for something else. So what are we looking at today? Today we are looking at Granada. Not XgrandaX, or grandaX, or grandaX. It's Granada. Now the reason I say that is that I was a huge fan of this back in my Megadrive days, and a friend of mine had got it on import from Japan, and we called it grandaX, because it looks like there's a bit of an X at the end there, but it's actually just called Granada. Just to get that out of the way right now, Granada. Not XgrandaX or grandaX or anything else, just Granada. Right, okay. Just cleared that up. So, it's a Japanese import. It's Japanese, so you know it's good. Now, I only found out fairly recently, this actually got a US release as well. Never got released in EU or UK or Ireland or whatever. But it did get a really limited release by a company called Renovation in the States, so it might be worth checking out if you want to have a look on eBay for that, if it's your locality. So anyway, how does it play? Well, first of all, you basically play a mysterious tank that goes around righting wrongs, as tanks are known to do. You can see some blurb there. Granada, nobody knows who named it. Not grandaX, just Granada. But basically, the game plays like a sort of weird bastard son of Gauntlet and Crackdown. By Crackdown, I mean the arcade game Crackdown, not the Xbox one. You travel around the map, you've got a kind of limited radar, you take out certain targets, and you can basically shoot everything else that comes near you. It's a single player game, and it's quite good, quite hard. So I'm going to have a quick playthrough. I haven't played this in a long time, and we shall see how it goes. I have to just look at this chair, creaky chair. So, let's kick this off. Now, first of all, we are emulating with the lovely Fusion today. I planned on actually pulling this on the, playing this live via video capture, but I had a few problems with the cable, so unfortunately we can't emulate. So first of all, this is your mysterious tank, which is not blue as per the title screen, it's lovely silver. And if you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, you've got your little red dots you need to attack, and you basically wander around your map and fire at everything. Now there's three Megadrive and three buttons. This is three controls. One of them is fire, one of them does your super shot, which you're going to see in a minute, when you've unlimited ones of those, and the third one is locks the tank in position. So if you can see there, I'm doing some earlier, yeah, there we go. Bit of locking in position there. It takes a little bit of getting used to it to do, but once you get used to it, it's second nature. Now this little thing, this weird little teabag of death, is one of the first extras you can get. In fact, it actually says extra. This is something in like a slightly unusual, synthetic Japanese voice. But basically, it's you shoot it and it fires. If you fire your super weapon into it, it'll fire on its own for there you go. It's gone crazy. It'll go nuts and it'll shoot out and it'll attack things for you. It's indestructible and it gives you some tactics. I mean, it's a good game. It's fairly frantic, as you're going to see when I die horribly soon. But there's a certain amount of tactics in that you can kind of pace yourself and wander around and send your little optional extra teabag of death there. He's gone off, he's doing his own thing, into the fray ahead of you, and you can take out guys for you. Now, as I said, it kind of plays a bit like Crackdown in the sense that you're wandering around the map and eliminating various different targets, as you can see there. It also reminds me of like Gauntlet because you've got generators. Literally, you can see one there where they generate just unlimited little tanks. Unfortunately, I haven't played this in a long time, so you're going to see just lots of really horrible noob mistakes from me just plowing through bad guys and wasting my continues. Put it this way, if I get through the end of the second level, I'd be quite happy. Because let's be honest, you're not watching these for playthroughs really here yet. there's better players on the internet. So as you can see, once this thing is powered up, it just shoots death left, right, and centre. Okay, let's see where we need to go now. Now, the only thing with the map can be a bit misleading. You look and it'll say the targets are in the top left-hand corner, but you've got to kind of traverse through a bit of a maze to get to them. So, we're going to go and have a look at those kind of weird looking things up above us there now. Oh, steamrollers! Alright, let's see if we can time this right. Up in there, and in this little hiding place here. And, oh, there we go, away scot-free. So these games originally, rather not these games, this game, Granada, was released on a Japanese computer system with a Sharp, I think it's X6800. Apologies if you're a fan of them, I can never get the name right because I'm not too familiar with them, but basically it was released on a Japanese computer first and then got a Mega Drive release. Now the computer version, the Sharp version, had an anime style intro that explained what you're doing in the tank and had lots of plot and drama and such like. Now the Mega Drive one didn't, but it's not too necessary, to be honest. It's a good enough game on its own merits. Down there. Now again, this is my first playthrough in God knows how long. I had this game. I think I lent it to God for a couple of years with a friend of mine, and I eventually did the honourable thing and gave it back. And a few years ago, I bought a copy off eBay. It wasn't too expensive actually; it was pretty cheap. But I kind of played it for a bit, and then it kind of got tucked away with the rest of the collection. And it hasn't really seen daylight since, and it's a pity. So, like I said, I plan on digging it out for this review. Now, again, as I mentioned, I'm emulating here using the rather fantastic Fusion. Originally, I was going to do this. I was basically going to actually play it live on a real Mega Drive and video capture it. And unfortunately, for various reasons, I wasn't able to do it today. I was nearly going to put off the review just to go and do it, but I figured feck it, I can review other things. So, took a bit of damage there. As I think I mentioned there, your little extra, the power up is indestructible, a bit like the likes of the Ore-type kind of add-on. So, sorry, from the game Ore-type. So you can basically use it to block enemy fire if you're lucky. It's got a mind of its own, is the only problem, you know, especially if you fired it. There's actually a second one, if I remember rightly, somewhere in this map. Actually, I think I'll go and see if I can find it. There we go. What did she say? Is it etc.? Extra? I don't know. I shouldn't have stopped to ponder that. Never played chicken with a steamroller. It just doesn't work. Oh, they've gone. Oh, there they go. They're back. And they're gone again. One of the downsides to retro gaming, of course, is that AI has really come along in recent years. There we go. They're following me there. Okay, now the one flaw I think with the game is the fact that you do get a bit of slowdown because it just pumps up that many or pumps out that many bad guys, especially if you don't take out the generators quick enough. But it's not too bad. I mean, like I said, it's kind of it's the kind of game where you oh, hang on, that blue and purple, or sorry, the purple and red guy there is the end of level bad guy, and I can't remember if we pay a visit to him or he comes to find us, but we're going to be seeing him in a few minutes anyway. Unless I die, which is quite likely the way I'm playing right now. But yeah, slow down. Anyway, it's the kind of game this where it does, like, you know, it's designed that you pause every so often to kind of plan what you're going to do. So slow down gives you a chance. Oh, a bit of damage there. Scrape the paintwork. I guess you could say the slow down gives you a little bit of a chance to you know, take stock and aim properly and what have you. Or maybe not. Maybe that's why I'm playing so badly. But anyway, let's change the subject really quickly. Wolf Team, the guys that developed this, they went through different phases. They were initially very good at for shooters, and later on they did platformers. They did the Ernest Evans games, which were kind of they look a bit like kind of a Mega Drive version of Castlevania, but they played a lot different. They basically there was a couple of games in that series called El Viento, and dealing with some weird Japanese game. Futabi, something like that. Anyway, but there was three of them anyway. Basically, platformers, big into platformers, and later on they kind of got very big into Mega CD, kind of full motion video style games. Road Avenger was one of theirs, if I remember rightly. Cobra Command, which sadly has nothing to do with Action Force or G.I. Joe or any of those guys, but was a decent enough Oh, here's the end of level bad guy, and I'm in the worst place possible for him. But, oh yeah, I'll come back to my little talk about Wolf Team in a second there. Oh, he's gonna stop me. You know, all the end of level bad guys have weird tactics that I think this guy, depending on where that light is, or that little kind of controller is inside of him, he's a little light that moves around that kind of controls what direction he's going to go in. I think depending on where that is and how you shoot him, he takes damage or not. He stomps around a fair bit. Okay, let's see if we can get him somewhere that's easier it's safer to fight him. Ooh. Ah, that's good. Oh, still have one life left. Or one bit of life left. And dead. There we go. I don't think the spear gives you an indication as to how... I hate that, you know, they don't give you an indication as to how much you need to shoot the enemy. So you're just kind of blindly guessing. And my time is running out as well. See if I can get him before it goes to 0. Yeah, where's my extras gone? I think I must have lost them there when I lost that life. 3, 2. Oh, there we go! Ended. Excellent. Ah! Okay, that was a bit of a cheat, though. You saw, folks, there was 1 second left on the clock. Anyway, that's stage 1. And stage 2. I love this. It's set on a plane. A ginormous plane that has tanks driving around it, of course, because it's completely feasible and doable. Your target's necessarily engines, which kind of is slightly worrying. If you're a tank driving around a large plane, the last thing you want to do is shoot the engines, but there you go. Logic was not something you really want to deal with here. So, yeah, sorry, but just to finish off, Wolf Team, eventually, for various political shenanigans and financial dealings, ended up part of Namco. They became Namco's Tales division. The reason called Tales is that they're the guys who did Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Symphonia, all those various RPGs that start Tales of something, which are pretty, not my cup of tea really, pretty good in their own right. So, let's get our power up here. Now, I can't remember, I think there's a, let's see, I think there's a little, there might be something on the end of this rod, so how are we going to get there? Yes, you can use your, oh, there's nothing there. Yeah, you can use the, especially on a level like this where it does, you know, certain death, you know, if you drive too far off a wing, you can actually use your super shot to shunt you back a little bit, and it's quite good. Now, as you see here, it's a completely different set of power-ups to this level. It's a set of rather nifty homing missiles. Do a bit of the old strategy that I'm avoiding up to this point, and you know, take out the all the major threats before take the engines out. Use that auto. Again, one of the reasons I like this game, you will see me die horribly and pathetically, over and over. See, is there anything? No, it's nothing here. I'm pretty sure that was maybe this is one I missed already, but I'm pretty sure one of those little kind of aerialon kind of things had an extra life or a weapon or something at the end of it. But anyway, yeah, again, one of the reasons I like this game is that you can kind of, you know, use a little bit of strategy. Okay, let's go this way. I must have missed a shoot him or an extra there. There we go. Yeah, I think the various levels vary. The kind of every second level the power-ups change, so it gives you a little bit of variety. What's wrong with that? Maybe this is because the emulated version, I think, is the renovation, the American version I'm playing here. And the Japanese version I played, I'm pretty sure there was a power up on one of those little aerial kind of things at the end of the wings. Back in my old Megadrive days, by the way, I had a thing called a PAL-I Megadrive, which is really weird. It was a, and I just got it completely randomly, but it was a Japanese Megadrive that was designed for use in Hong Kong. So it was a Japanese Meg, but it would play Japanese games and English games, and a lot of Japanese games, when you put them in, would have English text, because they were designed for sale. Oh, fell off there. They were designed for sale in Hong Kong, and I remember the stuff like Mercs, for example. A friend of mine had a Japanese copy of it, and on his English Mega Drive that he'd modded with a chisel, believe it or not, to play Japanese games, it would play in Japanese, and when it plugged into mine, it would play in English. So yeah. Anyway, sorry. End level bad guy again. I think the tactics for him, if I can, what were they now? See if I can just dying horribly. I think he's got a little weak spot which doesn't seem to be appearing, so usually it's like an eye or something in the centre. Oh, that was it there. Ah! If you time this right, yes, it looks like the little secret trick is to stop firing and try and time it right to get the fire into the eye there. Oops. And of course, unfortunately, this has the only other thing I don't like about this, doesn't slow down, is it's one of those games that, I mean, as you die, you gradually lose all your lovely add-ons. So if I had my homing missiles now, this would be really easy. Let's see if I can get this right. I'd love to say that, you know, age has made me crappier at video games, but I was actually worse as a kid. This is 10 times better than I was when I was 15, and that's the sad fact. Okay, let's see if we can time this right. It doesn't help that I'm on a plane and, you know, it's kind of hard to manoeuvre. That's my excuse, I'm sticking with it. Oh, bugger. Ah, you'll never take me alive. There we go, he's gone. Stage 2 cleared. That's further than I thought I was going to get, so I'm happy. Now, stage 3, kind of futuristic city, and lots of guys with lasers, if I remember rightly. I have 1 life left. I'm a crap gamer. We're not going to make it there, but if I remember rightly, stage 4 was kind of a Death Valley style. Well, it was more Grand Canyon. There was canyons anyway, if I remember rightly, and a very earthy, organic looking level. I remember that the last level had kind of a big anime style robot stomping around the place. I'm definitely never going to make it there. So, just to summarise, Granada, not grandaX or grandaX or XgrandaX, well worth a look. I don't think it's on any of the virtual consoles. I really need to start reviewing games that are on virtual consoles so I can say, oh, buy it on virtual console, buy it on Xbox Live Arcade. Definitely one for eBay, or emulation, although of course emulation makes baby Jesus cry. But definitely one for trying to pick up on eBay nice and cheap. It's a good blaster with a nice bit of thought to it. It's one I'm going to come back to again. Anyway, I'm definitely going to start playing this again. I may try and record this using the real using the real Mega Drive. Sorry, not the Xbox. Probably Xbox Live there. Using the real Mega Drive, and maybe we put the results up on YouTube again. But definitely worth a look, and very good. Because remember, Granada, not grandaX, not grandaX, definitely not XgrandaX. That's been Luxury of the Dated. See you next time.